Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be on this soft glam makeup right here. If you're interested, then stay tuned. So the first palette, which is the only palette I'm using in this video, is the Shannon and BH Cosmetics palette, and this contains 9 eyeshadows and 9 lipsticks, which I was super excited to pick up. I picked it up at my local Ulta. So I first prime my lids using my MAC Soft Orchid paint pot, and I'm blending that out with my fingers and setting it with some Maybelline translucent powder. So the first color I'm going to go in with is this color right here. And this is like a nice soft kind of creamsicle shade, which is like a hint of like orange, kind of brown undertones. And I really love this for the transition shade. I built it up a little bit because it was a little light on me. So I had to go in with it a couple of times. Next, I'm taking this shade right here, which reminds me of Cocoa Bears by Makeup Geek, and I apply that into my crease to deepen it up a little bit more using my Sigma E40, I believe it is, brush. And I'm just packing on that color, and it blends out so easily, you guys. I was super shocked of how nice this palette was. So far, BH is doing so good because I have the Carly Bible palette as well, and it has hands down been like one of my favorites. And because I have a little other BH Cosmetics palettes and they didn't really do too good, but yeah, let's move on. I'm applying some highlight on my brow bone, which is just like a regular white matte shade. Then I'm going in with this shade right here, which is like a satin finish almost. It's not completely matte, I forget, but I usually don't put these kind of shadows in my crease, but I wanted to use as much shades as I could, and I just using this to darken it up. And yeah, so you guys, I'm super excited for this because I have been practicing my butt off on making the perfect cut crease, and I have been doing amazing, and this one came out so good. You just have to really take your time and make sure that you're focusing on one eye and not just hurry up and going through it. But yeah, it came out really well. Then I'm gonna set that using this nice mauvey pinky shade. And this is my favorite color in the whole palette, you guys. I really love this palette. I mean, this color. I really love this color. And I'm packing that all the way to where the concealer ends. Going back into that brownish, reddish shade, I'm gonna blend that out using a pencil brush, just so that we could kind of blend the two colors together but not lose that cut crease effect. As you can see right here, I'm just taking my time and really blending out that line so it's nice and neat. And then I'm just gonna go in with a blending brush to blend out any of the harsh lines. And then I go back into the palette to the darkest shade with a nice precise angle brush that I usually use on my brows, but I use this to cut the crease even more and deepen it up without overpowering it. So then I take the L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara, and oh, I forget, I blend out the line a little bit more, and then I put the mascara on. This was the first time I used this mascara in this video, and I've been using it ever since. Like, this is hands down one of my favorite mascaras, you guys. That and the telescopic. L'Oreal is doing their thing. So for my face, I'm just mixing my Fenty 290 foundation and the L'Oreal, I think it's 309 Pro Matte foundation. One's a little too light and one's just a tad bit too dark, and I'm just blending that out using a Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Spun, the bigger one. And my son did bite it a little bit, so crazy. But yeah, I'm going in with my ABH concealer in 1.5 and highlighting under my eyes and everywhere else, down my bridge of my nose, around my nose, middle of my face, and blending that out and setting that using some translucent powder. And then I'm just gonna let that set a little bit, not so long as I usually do, because I have been drier, and I mean, I'm originally dry anyways, but I am even more dry. So I just let it set while I'm using my Give Me Sun. I was gonna say Give Me Brow. My Give Me Sun bronzer by MAC, and I'm applying now all over the perimeters of my face and then on my nose. As you guys know, I don't like to contour my nose, so I just put a little bit of bronzer there, and then I'm just sweeping away any of the rest of the powder and kind of pushing that into my skin as well. Then I'm gonna go in with some blush. I believe I used the PAAATY from Tarte Cosmetics, and I'm applying that. You guys, I love blush too. Like, I love blush. Blush, blush, blush. Then I'm setting my face using the NYX Dewy Setting Spray so that the powder can just look so seamless and not so caked on. Going back to that palette, I'm going to take that reddish brown shade and smoke out the bottom lash line. And I'm really packing that on to smoke it out. And then I go in with that creamsicle shade and I'm blending that out a little bit further. Now for highlight, I'm using a oldie but goodie, and this is the MAC Soft and Gentle Highlight. I haven't picked it up in a while, so I was like, let me take it out because I need to like start using it a little bit more. So I'm just highlighting the tops of my cheekbones, Cupid's bow, the tip of my nose, the bridge of my nose, and the area right above like my brow bone. I don't show it on camera, but you guys know what I mean. I'm gonna use my MAC Cork liner to line my lips. And then I'm going back to that palette and I'm going to use this shade right here. It's like a nudie pink shade and I just love it. I kind of used a brush at first, but it wasn't giving me as much pigment that I wanted to. So then I go in with my fingers and it did a way better job. And maybe because I didn't have the right brush, maybe that's why it kind of looked weird. But I just used my fingers and this color was so gorgeous, you guys. Like, I really love it. And they were super creamy. They weren't dry as I thought it was gonna be. Now taking my Lilly lashes in the style MYKONOS. Oh my god, these lashes are so bomb, you guys. So here I show that I used this glue, the duo glue, that one. It was so trash, you guys. It was not letting, like, I let it dry and everything. It wasn't applying well, so I had to go back with the one that you apply with the brush tip. That one works so much better. And I just apply that as close as the lash line as possible. And I pinch them so they mix with my real lashes. But oh my god, these lashes, you guys, are so lightweight. It did not feel like I had like these big luminous lashes on. I just love them. I'm just applying some mascara on the bottom lash line and using some highlight. And this is the completed look, you guys. I hope you all enjoy. Please thumbs up if you do and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.